Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeaux. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes got a man over the middle, Worthy. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
On 1st down, Downs to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Second down and 4. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. They'll go again with Tracy.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here's Dobbs to throw. Flush to his right. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
You talk about this Giant defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Dobbs.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
KC's offense ready to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The Giants in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Dobbs. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Mahomes' throw caught by Gray.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Mahomes. This is caught. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the visiting Bills who were able to come away with the victory on the road. Josh Allen, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Next, we'll visit the other team in Texas as we head down I-45 to check on the Texans at home in Houston. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Tracy trying the right side, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it... It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Milton. This is caught. Touchdown. Malik Neighbors. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Rice will go in motion left.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Mahomes now on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this complete to Worthy. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On second down, here's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
To throw is Milton. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Here's Milton now to throw.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Milton. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
Touchdown, Giants!
Malik Neighbors
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Giants have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the...
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they're going to speed things up here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. One final try for Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.